There's about 6 species now. Only 1 in 5.
Really?
Got ready to fly in a minute.
We've been to Broughton Church and we've been to
Broughton Church?
Yes, we open sometimes, it's really it's a very good wallpaper.
Do you know what these are?
It was I who thought that connect the...
But leave me, Bonnie Gold!
One like this? Yeah? Like this, yeah? Okay.
Or not. Sway, don't free. He's just looking for somewhere to land. Okay. Yeah, man. That's usually why I start with the bird in the arena. I'm going to take it back. I'm not merciful. I'm some of a random falconry company. Sway! Don't oh god. Sway, come on. Sway! I'm over here. Come on. Yeah, I know you just shouted at. You're supposed to be in here. This is the flying arena. Come on, Sway. Too far away. Deafens everybody. Come on. Jared, come on. Go up closer. Sway. We should have started earlier. Got this out of the way. I promise he will come back. Sway, typically, is my most reliable bird. Not today. If I could just ask you guys to just step to the side, just so he's got a really clear view of this perch that I'm calling him down to. Right, come on in. Sway, come on in.
Here we come.
That's it, on there. Come on then, good boy. Watch the wire. Don't give him a round of applause. Right, so Sway here is a male Eurasian eagle owl. So eagle owls are one of the largest species of bird in the world. Not bird, one of the largest species of owl in the world. However, Sway is quite small for what he is because he's a male, and female birds of prey are up to 1/3 larger. So as his name states, Bradwell came from most of Europe and Asia. We did used to have them here in the UK, but unfortunately they went extinct around the 1950s. And that's because of unnecessary persecution from a lot of farmers and gamekeepers, but also because of DDT. Sway, come on then. So DDT is a pesticide that is sprayed onto crops to prevent the insects from eating all the crops, but the way that it affects birds is by thinning their eggshells. So unfortunately when it gets into the food chain, it makes its way up the food chain, and so Sway, whereas a mouse could have eaten a small amount of DDT and won't be affected, Sway could have eaten 20 of those, and so he suddenly gets a lot more inside of him. So that's called biomagnification. And because it thins their eggshells, when the mum eagle owl goes to sit on her eggs to keep them nice and warm, unfortunately she just crushes them all. So they did go extinct here in the UK, but they are doing perfectly fine around the rest of Europe and Asia. So if we look at Sway's plumage, he's got all these lovely light and dark browns all mottled in together, and that just helps him to look like tree bark. So when Sway has had enough of the day, Sway, he can go and sit in a tree and he absolutely vanishes. Come on then. Sway, will you pay attention? Oi! Sway! Here! What are you looking at now? Here! I'm calling you over to this perch. Will you pay attention, Sway? So when he goes into a tree, he completely vanishes. But if you look at his body, he's also got slightly lighter feathers on his front and slightly darker plumage on his back. And that just helps him to be camouflaged from both sides. It's a very common pattern across all of the animal kingdom. And the reason he has that is because if he is flying around and something is on the ground and it looks up at him, the lighter feathers that are on his front help him to blend in with the sky above. Whereas if something looks down at him, the darker feathers on his back help him to blend in with the ground. So he's camouflaged on both sides. And then if you look on the top of his head, he's got those great big eyebrows. Sway! Yeah, Sway, really? Come on. We're going to have stern words when this display is over, Sway. Oi! Sway! Yeah, no, don't just shout at me. Lazy bird. Birds of prey are incredibly lazy animals. Yep, in your own time, slowly turn around. Come on then, on there, that's it, good boy. So he's got these great eyebrows on top of his head. They're not really eyebrows, they're not horns, they're not ears, they are just feathers, and they're called plumicorns. And I have a special little way of remembering the name. Oh, finally! Have you woken up now? So I have a special little way of remembering the word plumicorns, which might help all of you, it might not, it might just be silly. It helps me. So a lot of people refer to these eyebrows as horns. So when I think of horns, I think of a unicorn, and the word for all of their feathers is their plumage. So if you mix the word unicorn and plumage, you quite easily get to plumicorns. Oh yeah, alright, I know we don't like that. Alright, just ignore it, Sway, never mind. Sway. So these tell us his mood. Good boy. So when they are, well, I mean, it's difficult to tell with Sway because Sway is actually mid-molt. So molting is something that the birds will do every year, so they drop out all their old feathers and stuff to you through. Sway has currently molted out his plumicorns, so they should actually be double the size that they currently are. But they do tell us his, right, did I go on? They do tell us his mood. Come on there. So when they are stuck up the way that they are, it means he's happy and relaxed. When he pushes them really far forwards and stuck up as high as he can, that means he's trying to find himself a nice lady owl to have some fun with. And I don't think he knows where I've gone. Hang on, I'm going to move my microphone out of the way and whistle for him. Come on. Good boy. Did anybody on this side hear anything? Right, go back in that arena. That's it, good boy. Right, we'll try over this side now. Come on. Good boy. I've got only 2 pieces left in my bag. And falconry does not work without food. I have had Sway from just 5 days old, tiny little chicken, raised him myself. He's my little baby, and I love him.
but unfortunately it's not returned. All he cares about is the fact that I have all of the food. If he was to be released into the wild, he would probably starve to death quite quickly because he'd never catch anything, because he can't be silent. He's shouting and talking all of the time, so he'd never be able to catch his food, but he still does have all the traits that allow him the silent flight.
There is. It's going to be the Paladin side. They're going to be over in
Okay, we'll have a wander around while we're waiting. Perfect, thank you.